Hi there, I'm Mark from Earthcruiser, and today I'm here with our 6x6 Toyota Land Cruiser 79 series with a 3.3 metre camper on the back, airbag suspension, portal axles, the list goes on, but I'll start by showing you around a few of the features. Starting at the front here, 52-inch curved light bar, HID, colour lights, 13,000 pound winch. The reason we use HIDs instead of LEDs is we have a massive LED array up there which gives us our spread, and this gives us distance. Fog lights in the bar, steel bar with side steps. Here we have our CTIS forged alloy rims. The reason they're a CTIS is these are portals, and they're running a CTIS system to inflate and deflate the wheels as you're driving. Just in here we've got our Bilstein heavy duty shocks. They've been tuned for this vehicle, thanks to Bilstein doing a lot of work on that. And then we've got our first airbag. The portals are in behind here, and a portal axle allows for a lift without actually lifting the diff away from the vehicle, but lifts the diff away from the ground. And that gives you greater stability and also greater access over rocks and uneven ground. Along here we have our clear view mirrors. We have a step, drops down to allow easy access into the vehicle. At the moment the vehicle is sitting at ride height. It can kneel and it can go to full lift, and the difference between that is about 250 mil up and down, about 10 inches in the old scale. Just here we have our high pressure water blaster. So on board we've got a high pressure water blaster to clean underneath. Up here is the bed in front, external awning, cassette toilet inside here, entry. This entry door has a fly screen if you like. So we've got roof up, steps down. Further along, we have our 6x6 setup. This is 6x6 Australia. We have a 9-inch and 10-inch diff, custom built for the 6x6 setup. It's run on airbags, so again we've got airbags all the way around. And what we've done with the rear of the chassis is we've actually dog-legged it in, which would reduce the fuel tanks and water tanks. We've got around that a little bit, but what that really does is it puts our airbags on the outside of the chassis, giving us far greater stability. So when you drive this thing, it is rock solid, it's very stable. Again, the Bilstein shock absorbers. We have sway bars on this. I think they're the only sway bars on a 79 series that we know of that are detachable. So you can engage them with disengage, push a button, and they let them swivel by themselves, and then you push another and it locks them up solid. So when you're on the road, you can have your sway bars completely locked in, and when you go off-road, they swivel. Here's our rear locker. In here is your 240 volt barbecue with a grill plate or a flat plate. These are made in the US, very popular. We have a 68 litre fridge freezer. Obviously you can use it as a fridge or a freezer. Small pass-through right through the other area. More storage in here, every bit counts. Then going further to the back, we have our spare wheel carriers. Now these have little winches inside them, so with a pendant here you can operate them electronically, and they go all the way to the ground, and you can put them there and pull them back over here when you're changing the wheels, just to make your life easier. Rear spotlight. Now all the spotlights around the side, there's one there, there's there in the front, including the big light bar in the front, come on with an emergency button. So you push the emergency button, it lights up everything around here. We have wheel bag carriers to protect the tyres, garbage bags. Here we have another 13,000 pound winch, 3.5 ton tow bar, and of course one of our air conditioning units. This is the biggest air conditioning unit we've put on a vehicle, and this one actually does not have the head unit just in front of it. It has the head unit up under the bed, so therefore the bed area gets cool. A couple of snatch points under here, and of course there's our tanks and whatnot up there. Rear camera. Alright, so we'll go in and have a look. Just going in, we've got our electric steps, got a handle that goes in. This is a light that has 3 different switches to so you can find your truck at night. All your entry switches are here, so you've got your toilet, your awning, your roof, and your step. We'll go in and have a look. So as you come through, you're going to walk through the toilet area. Coming further into the truck, we've got, so this is our Garmin control system. Basically that controls all the truck. It'll show you, it'll allow you to turn the lights on, shows you the tanks. So here's just a quick one: power, solar. Saying the batteries are flat, this hasn't been configured yet. Go into the solar, tells you how many panels we've got on the roof, and they're all working, and tells you exactly what each one is putting out. On this truck we have 6 panels. We also have Starlink on the roof, which you can't see from the outside, but it is on there, giving us full bandwidth into this truck anywhere in the world. So we can actually dial into this truck and modify things. We can see where it is, we can see what it's up to, we can look at the batteries, we can modify programs that are in the vehicle, we can upload programs that are in the vehicle. It also gives the customer the ability to send us high-res images or phone calls or whatever they need to do, and that's all done through Starlink. The truck, so under this seat here, you've got your solid-state switching panel. What that allows for is, if this gives you the blue screen of death or whatever happens with computers, you have 20 critical switches there, which allow you to override anything that this is doing. We have that in all our vehicles. Doesn't get used that much, but it's a really good feature to have just in case. Under that's the electrical box, as I said, and under the other seat is your heaters. So you've got a diesel hot water system and you have a diesel air heater. They're both separate. We don't run the same system. 2 independent diesel heating systems. It's continuous hot water. So here we have a stainless steel sink. We have 2 tap outlets. One's a drinking fountain and one's a normal sink. They are fed from 2 individual pumps, which are, you can swap them over if you need to with a flick of a switch, just in case you have problems with pumps or tanks or whatever, and it gives you the ability to do both. Induction cooktop, it's made from the same company that makes our 240 volt barbecues. Very, very good gear. Cool fridge inside. This is a 122 litre fridge freezer. More storage here and at the back. So that's about 200 mil deep all the way across. Roof pod up here is equal to about, say, 3 drawers, and then of course you have all your drawers down here, which soft close, and you've got travel locks over the top. Power points wherever the customer wants, reading lights or bench lights. In the roof we've got fans, so this one has 3 fans in the roof. It has lights, and up on the bed area you've got more reading lights at the head of it, and you've got more pigeonholes, and you've got your air conditioning outlet onto the right hand side there, and you've got a curtain set up which allows you to close the bed area off and maximize the ability of the air conditioner. Now down through here you've got your crawl through. That allows you to get from the camper to the cab if you need to, and as the vehicles get smaller, the crawl throughs obviously get smaller. I'll just quickly show you the shower here. This one, they've opted to not have the shower in the roof. That's of course up to them. And then this is just simply for the toilet. And if they want to have a sit-down shower, that's just look inside there and you can see the sit-down shower. So basically they could have a crouch-down camp shower, and because all the shower gear is still here, but they don't have the one coming down from the roof. This customer this is his 3rd Earthcruiser, so I guess they like Earthcruisers, and he's been great to deal with because he gives us a bit of leeway in what we can do, that we can try out, and test different things. And that's about it in here. Okay, so this is the inside of the cab. We have a Garmin screen up here which is fixed. Now it does everything that screen does, but this screen down here comes off with a magnetic lock and then back on again, so it's easy to take outside and do different things with it. We've put more power outlets both in here and throughout the cab. This is a leather console with extra cup holders. A lot of people are interested if there's cup holders in a 79 series. There is. These have been re-sculptured in leather. These are our seats that we put in. Small little storage area there, and then we've put extra things on the that we may need, but most of the electronics is held in here. Oops, go that way. And then you've got, again, the same as what we saw in the back, which is access to all the electronics. Just a couple of the other things that are in here. So electric park brake, that allows us to just push the button and the calipers come in and hold. We've got 2 GME UHF radios in this, and we also have a hydro brake system which allows for better braking. That's the little air compressor you can hear. That's for the airbags. That's a standalone air compressor. We don't tap into our big compressor from that. So onto this side, we've got our actuators, which are the ones we've been using for many years. All good. More storage in here, just a little, probably 30-40 litres, but you know, every bit counts. In here we've got our shower and our water fills. So the shower comes down like that, and you get a shower screen. In behind the shower screen, you've got your shower, a little light here, and you've got your water tanks, some soap, and then of course behind the shower you've got some more storage in here. But then of course that's your shower curtain. Lights, roofs up, more storage. Again, all of these things are very important to get space, and this is customer asked for. They've got some gear in there already. Further along here, you've got your auxiliary fuel tank and your main fuel tank. On this vehicle, about 275 litres of fuel and water, same. Got a Garmin screen. As I said, the Garmin screens come out. One in the rear and one in the front. Roof down. Alright, now, what else can it do? Lots of things, but one of the good things from out here is operate your jacks. So what do we got? Obviously you have a pad under that. I'm just showing you how it works. Now that'll allow you to level the vehicle up, change a tyre, or lift the whole vehicle off the ground. It's probably going to punch in the ground without a pad. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so you can put pads all around, won't lift it all the way up, but that allows you to obviously change a tyre if you need to. So this vehicle is tracked, both cellular and via satellite. Very hard to steal it. In fact, it'd be very hard to shut all those systems down. Even with a complete power failure, they have backup batteries and miniature backup systems to stop that from happening. Other than that, that's our 6x6 Land Cruiser.